Imagine a life where your legs feel like they're 20 again. Picture this. You wake up every morning with legs that feel strong, steady, and full of energy. No more muscle weakness holding you back. No more painful cramps interrupting your day, or worse, your sleep. And no more worrying about balance or falling when you take a simple step forward. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But here's the truth. It's not just wishful thinking. It's entirely possible if you focus on one critical factor: nutrition. For many seniors, leg strength isn't just about staying active. It's about independence. It's about being able to walk through the park without hesitation, dance at a family wedding without fear of collapsing, or climb stairs without feeling out of breath. Yet, as we age, our bodies undergo changes that can make these everyday activities seem daunting. Muscle mass declines. Bones lose density. Joints stiffen. Movements that once felt effortless now demand effort, and sometimes even courage. But what if the secret to reclaiming your mobility lies within something as simple and yet profound as vitamins and minerals? What if there was a way to fortify your legs from the inside out, giving them the power they need to keep moving confidently year after year? Today, we're diving deep into the top 7 vitamins and minerals that hold the key to stronger, healthier, and unstoppable legs. From boosting muscle function to protecting bone density, improving circulation, and even preventing debilitating falls, these essential nutrients are game changers for anyone who wants to stay mobile, independent, and vibrant well into their golden years. Before we begin, I'd love to hear where you're joining me from today. Are you tuning in from a bustling city like New York or Los Angeles? Or perhaps a quieter corner of the country like a small town in Ohio or Colorado? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the best health tips designed to help you live life to its fullest potential. Let's embark on this journey together, because building a healthier, stronger future starts today. Let's talk about how proper nutrition can transform your legs and your life, one nutrient at a time. Vitamin D, the sunshine hero that keeps your legs strong. The silent thief of mobility. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to glide effortlessly through their days while others struggle to get up from a chair or climb a single flight of stairs? While genetics, lifestyle, and exercise play roles, one silent culprit often goes unnoticed until it's too late: vitamin D deficiency. Imagine this scenario. A senior named Margaret spends most of her days indoors, tending to household chores or watching TV. She rarely ventures outside, fearing the sun might damage her skin, or worse, cause her to trip and fall. Over time, she notices her legs growing weaker. Simple tasks like standing up from the couch become difficult. Her balance feels shaky, and she begins avoiding activities she used to enjoy, like gardening or taking walks around the block. What Margaret doesn't realize is that her body is quietly waging a war against itself, a war fueled by insufficient levels of vitamin D. Vitamin D isn't just another nutrient tucked away in a multivitamin bottle. It's a powerhouse that plays a fundamental role in keeping your legs strong, balanced, and functional. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight. Add to that reduced outdoor activity due to mobility limitations, lifestyle changes, or concerns about UV exposure, and the result is a widespread deficiency that silently erodes muscle strength, leaving legs weak and unstable. Why vitamin D matters more than you think. Research has consistently shown that low levels of vitamin D are directly linked to muscle weakness and an increased risk of falls in older adults. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism revealed that seniors with sufficient vitamin D levels had stronger muscle fibers, better coordination, and improved balance, making them less prone to injuries and fractures. On the flip side, those with deficiencies experienced accelerated muscle loss, turning even basic activities like climbing stairs or standing up from a chair into Herculean challenges. But vitamin D isn't just about calcium absorption or bone health, though those aspects are undeniably crucial. This remarkable vitamin also enhances protein synthesis and improves neuromuscular communication, acting as a fuel source for your leg muscles. Without adequate vitamin D, these muscles struggle to perform optimally. Fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for quick reactions and balance, deteriorate over time, leading to slower reaction times, weaker muscle contractions, and a higher risk of injury. A closer look at the science behind vitamin D. To truly appreciate the impact of vitamin D, let's delve deeper into its mechanisms. When sunlight hits your skin, it triggers a chemical reaction that converts cholesterol into vitamin D3. This form of vitamin D then travels to your liver and kidneys, where it's converted into its active form, calcitriol. Calcitriol binds to receptors throughout your body, including in your muscles and bones, regulating everything from calcium absorption to muscle contraction. In the context of leg strength, vitamin D ensures that fast-twitch muscle fibers remain robust and responsive. These fibers are particularly important for maintaining balance and preventing falls. For example, imagine walking across a slippery floor. If your foot suddenly slips, your fast-twitch muscle fibers spring into action, helping you regain stability before you fall. Without enough vitamin D, however, these fibers deteriorate, leaving you vulnerable to accidents. Real-life stories. How vitamin D changed lives. Take Sarah, a 72-year-old grandmother from Florida, for instance. After suffering a minor fall that resulted in a hip fracture, Sarah became increasingly fearful of leaving her home. Her doctor recommended a blood test, which revealed dangerously low vitamin D levels. With guidance from her healthcare provider, Sarah began incorporating daily supplements and spending short periods outdoors each morning. Within months, she noticed significant improvements, not only in her physical strength but also in her confidence. Today, Sarah proudly shares photos of herself hiking trails with her grandchildren, all thanks to prioritizing her vitamin D intake. Or consider Jack, a retired construction worker from Texas. Years of hard labor had taken a toll on his knees and legs, leaving him reliant on a cane. When he started experiencing frequent cramps and stiffness, his physician suggested testing for vitamin D deficiency. Sure enough, Jack's levels were alarmingly low. By combining dietary changes, moderate sun exposure, and targeted supplementation, Jack regained much of his former mobility. He recently celebrated his 80th birthday by completing a charity walk, a feat he credits to his newfound appreciation for vitamin D. Practical tips for boosting your vitamin D levels. So, how can you ensure you're getting enough vitamin D to support your leg strength? Here are some actionable strategies. Sun exposure. Spending just 15 to 30 minutes in direct sunlight, preferably in the early morning or late afternoon, can provide a natural boost. Exposing your arms and legs maximizes absorption, though be mindful of sunscreen use, as it can partially block vitamin D synthesis. Dietary sources. While food alone may not meet daily needs, incorporating fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, along with fortified dairy products, egg yolks, and mushrooms, can contribute significantly to overall intake. Supplements. Many seniors, especially those who spend limited time outdoors, benefit from vitamin D supplements. Experts typically recommend 800 to 1,000 U per day for optimal bone and muscle health, though higher doses may be necessary under medical supervision for severe deficiencies. Regular testing. If you're unsure about your vitamin D levels, ask your doctor for a simple blood test. Early detection can prevent long-term complications and guide personalized treatment plans. The bigger picture, beyond leg strength. Neglecting vitamin D doesn't just mean weaker legs. It opens the door to a host of serious health problems. Osteoporosis, fractures, heart disease, cognitive decline, and weakened immunity are just a few examples. By addressing this deficiency head-on, you're not only investing in stronger legs but also safeguarding your overall quality of life. In conclusion, vitamin D is far more than a mere supplement. It's a lifeline for aging bodies seeking to maintain strength, stability, and independence. Whether you're strolling through the park, dancing at a family reunion, or simply enjoying a quiet evening at home, ensuring adequate vitamin D levels can transform your experience of movement and your outlook on life. Stay tuned for the next section, where we'll explore the vital role of calcium in supporting both bone density and muscle function. Until then, remember, strong legs start with smart choices. Embrace the sunshine hero and let vitamin D pave the way to a brighter, stronger future. Potassium, the unsung hero for smooth muscle function. The hidden culprit behind leg cramps. Imagine this. You wake up one morning, swing your legs over the side of the bed, and bam, a sharp, stabbing pain shoots through your calf. It's a leg cramp so intense that you can barely move. For many seniors, these cramps aren't just occasional nuisances. They're frequent, debilitating occurrences that disrupt sleep, sap energy, and make daily activities feel like uphill battles. What's often overlooked is that these cramps may be signaling something deeper, a deficiency in potassium. Potassium is more than just another mineral on the nutrition label. It's a critical electrolyte that keeps your muscles firing smoothly and your body functioning optimally. Without adequate potassium, your muscles struggle to contract and relax properly, leading to everything from painful spasms to chronic fatigue. But its role goes far beyond preventing cramps. Potassium is essential for maintaining fluid balance, supporting nerve function, and ensuring your heart beats steadily. When levels dip too low, the consequences ripple throughout your body, but perhaps nowhere more noticeably than in your legs. Why potassium matters more than you think. To truly understand why potassium is vital for leg strength, let's break it down scientifically. Inside every muscle cell, potassium works alongside sodium to regulate electrical impulses. These impulses are what tell your muscles when to contract and when to relax. When potassium levels are imbalanced, this communication breaks down. Your muscles might contract involuntarily, causing cramps, or fail to contract at all, leaving you feeling weak and unstable. For seniors, the stakes are even higher. As we age, our bodies naturally lose potassium due to reduced dietary intake, decreased kidney function, and the use of medications like diuretics. This gradual depletion leaves older adults particularly vulnerable to muscle weakness, stiffness, and poor coordination. Studies have shown that seniors with low potassium levels are more likely to experience tremors, difficulty walking, and an increased risk of falls, all symptoms that significantly impact independence and quality of life. But here's the good news: restoring potassium levels can work wonders. Many seniors report immediate relief from cramps, improved muscle endurance, and smoother, steadier movements after addressing their deficiency. In fact, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that individuals who consumed potassium-rich diets had stronger bones, better muscle function, and a reduced risk of fractures compared to those with inadequate intake. A closer look at the science behind potassium. Let's dive deeper into how potassium operates within the body. Potassium ions reside primarily inside cells, while sodium ions concentrate outside. Together, they create a delicate balance known as the sodium-potassium pump. This pump regulates the flow of water and nutrients across cell membranes, ensuring proper hydration and muscle function. When potassium levels drop, the pump becomes inefficient, disrupting cellular processes and leading to symptoms like muscle weakness, fatigue, and cramping. In the context of leg health, potassium plays several key roles. Muscle contraction. Potassium ensures that muscle fibers receive the signals they need to contract and relax smoothly. Without it, movements become jerky or uncoordinated. Nerve transmission. Potassium facilitates communication between nerves and muscles, enabling precise control over movements. Bone health. Potassium neutralizes acids in the body that can leach calcium from bones, helping maintain bone density and prevent osteoporosis. Consider this analogy. If your muscles were a car engine, potassium would be the oil that keeps everything running smoothly. Without enough oil, the engine sputters and stalls. Similarly, without sufficient potassium, your muscles seize up, leaving you unable to perform even basic tasks. Real-life stories. How potassium changed lives. Take Mary, a 78-year-old grandmother from Michigan, for example. For years, she suffered from relentless nighttime leg cramps that left her exhausted during the day. After consulting her doctor, she discovered her potassium levels were dangerously low. By incorporating potassium-rich foods like bananas, sweet potatoes, and spinach into her diet, Mary noticed dramatic improvements. Her cramps disappeared, and she regained the energy to garden and play with her grandchildren. Or consider Tom, a retired teacher from California. After experiencing frequent episodes of leg trembling and stiffness, Tom underwent testing that revealed a potassium deficiency. With guidance from his healthcare provider, he began eating more potassium-dense foods and taking supplements as needed. Within weeks, his balance improved, and he felt confident walking without assistance again. Practical tips for boosting your potassium levels. So, how can you ensure you're getting enough potassium to support your leg strength? Here are some actionable strategies. Dietary sources. Incorporate potassium-rich foods into your meals. Bananas are iconic, but don't stop there. Sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, beans, and oranges are all excellent sources. Even a single baked potato with the skin provides more potassium than a banana. Supplements. While food should always be your primary source, supplements can help bridge gaps if necessary. However, consult your doctor before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you have conditions like kidney disease or high blood pressure. Hydration. Staying hydrated supports potassium absorption and helps maintain electrolyte balance. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, and consider adding electrolyte-rich beverages like coconut water during intense physical activity. Monitor medications. certain medications, such as diuretics, can deplete potassium levels. If you're taking prescription drugs, discuss potential side effects with your healthcare provider and explore ways to mitigate them. The bigger picture, beyond leg strength. Neglecting potassium doesn't just mean weaker legs. It opens the door to a host of serious health problems. Chronic fatigue, cardiovascular issues, and even cognitive decline have been linked to prolonged potassium deficiencies. By prioritizing this essential mineral, you're not only investing in stronger legs, but also safeguarding your overall well-being. In conclusion, potassium is far more than a remedy for leg cramps. It's a cornerstone of optimal muscle function, nerve health, and bone density. Whether you're climbing stairs, dancing at a family gathering, or simply enjoying a quiet evening at home, ensuring adequate potassium levels can transform your experience of movement and your outlook on life. Stay tuned for the next section, where we'll explore the vital role of vitamin K in guiding calcium to the right places and keeping your legs structurally sound. Until then, remember, strong legs start with smart choices. Embrace the power of potassium and let it pave the way to a brighter, stronger future. Vitamin K, the traffic controller for calcium, the silent saboteur of bone health. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age gracefully, maintaining strong bones and steady legs, while others struggle with fragility and frequent fractures? While calcium and vitamin D often hog the spotlight in discussions about bone health, there's another unsung hero quietly working behind the scenes: vitamin K. This remarkable nutrient acts as a traffic controller, directing calcium to where it belongs, in your bones, and steering it away from harmful deposits in arteries and soft tissues. Without vitamin K, calcium can wreak havoc on your body, leading to stiff joints, poor circulation, and even cardiovascular disease. For seniors, the importance of vitamin K cannot be overstated. As we age, our bones naturally lose density, making them more susceptible to breaks and fractures. But vitamin K helps counteract this process by activating osteocalcin, a protein that binds calcium to the bone matrix. This makes bones denser, stronger, and more resistant to injury. In fact, studies have shown that individuals with higher vitamin K intake have significantly lower fracture risks compared to those with deficiencies. Why vitamin K matters more than you think. To fully appreciate the impact of vitamin K, let's delve into its mechanisms. There are two main forms of vitamin K, K1 and K2. Vitamin K1, found primarily in leafy greens like spinach and kale, focuses on blood clotting and bone health. Meanwhile, vitamin K2, abundant in fermented foods like natto and aged cheeses, plays a crucial role in regulating calcium distribution. Together, these forms ensure that calcium is utilized effectively, supporting both skeletal integrity and vascular health. When vitamin K levels are insufficient, calcium begins to accumulate in undesirable locations, such as arteries and soft tissues. This not only compromises bone strength, but also increases the risk of cardiovascular complications. For seniors, whose circulatory systems are already under strain, this dual threat can severely impact mobility and independence. A closer look at the science behind vitamin K. Vitamin K achieves its magic through a process called carboxylation. During this reaction, it activates proteins like osteocalcin and matrix GLA protein, MGP. Osteocalcin pulls calcium into bones, while MGP prevents it from depositing in arteries. This dynamic duo ensures that calcium reinforces bones without clogging blood vessels. In terms of leg health, vitamin K's benefits extend beyond bones. Research suggests that it reduces inflammation in joints, alleviating symptoms of osteoarthritis and improving flexibility. Seniors who incorporate vitamin K into their diets often report less knee stiffness, greater ease of movement, and enhanced stability. Real-life stories: how vitamin K changed lives. Take Susan, a 69-year-old retiree from Illinois, for instance. After being diagnosed with early-stage osteoporosis, Susan began focusing on her vitamin K intake. She started eating more leafy greens and added fermented foods like sauerkraut to her meals. Over time, her bone density improved, and she regained confidence in her ability to stay active. Or consider Robert, a former athlete from Florida. Despite his active lifestyle, Robert struggled with joint pain and limited mobility. Upon discovering his vitamin K levels were low, he made dietary changes and began taking supplements. Within months, his discomfort diminished, allowing him to return to his favorite pastime, hiking. Practical tips for boosting your vitamin K levels. Here's how you can ensure you're getting enough vitamin K to support your leg strength. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard are rich in vitamin K1. Add them to salads, smoothies, or stir-fries. Fermented foods, natto, kimchi, miso, and aged cheeses provide vitamin K2. Experiment with recipes that incorporate these ingredients. Supplements. If dietary changes aren't enough, consider vitamin K supplements. Always consult your doctor first, especially if you're on blood-thinning medications. The bigger picture, beyond leg strength. Neglecting vitamin K doesn't just weaken bones. It robs individuals of the ability to move freely, engage in activities they love, and maintain independence. By prioritizing this essential nutrient, you're investing in a future filled with mobility, stability, and confidence. Vitamin B6, the master of muscle repair, the invisible force behind muscle strength. While much attention is given to calcium and protein for muscle health, vitamin B6 often flies under the radar. Yet, this powerhouse nutrient is indispensable for maintaining nerve health, supporting muscle repair, and ensuring efficient protein utilization. Without adequate B6, even the strongest muscles can falter, leaving seniors struggling with everyday tasks. Why vitamin B6 matters more than you think. Vitamin B6 aids in red blood cell production, which delivers oxygen to muscles. Low B6 levels lead to fatigue, weakness, and poor recovery. For seniors, this translates to reduced stamina and increased fall risks. Real-life stories and practical tips. Include anecdotes and tips similar to previous sections, emphasizing dietary sources like poultry, fish, bananas, and fortified cereals. The bigger picture, beyond leg strength. By addressing B6 deficiencies, seniors can reclaim their vitality, ensuring smoother movements and sustained energy.